24 hours a day, 7 days a week, Lima's firefighters are ready to jump into action and respond to fires, accidents, and other emergencies. Nationwide, a fire breaks out every 24 seconds, and 9 lives are claimed by fires every day. Do you have a fire safety plan for your home and business? It's the best way to ensure that you and your family survive a fire. Remember the 3 outs of fire safety. Check it out, get out, stay out.
Check it out is what we tell kids to do to make sure that the house is on fire. So you feel the door to make sure that the door is warm. That will let you know you have a fire emergency. Get out is the second out of fire safety, and that is when we tell kids no matter what, you have to exit the building. So if you feel the door and the door is warm, you have to have a second way out, which is usually the window. And we want them to get out the window safely by hanging down and dropping. Stay out is staying out of the building no matter what happens. You know, a lot of times young people will think that they have to go back in to save their parents or a sibling, but we want them to stay out. But not just that, they have to go to a safe meeting place, because if they're not seen at the safe meeting place, people will assume that they're still in the building.
Smoke detectors provide a vital early warning of fire. Statistics show that having smoke detectors in your house can cut the risk of dying in a fire in half.
Having a smoke detector in your house is very important because the fire doubles in intensity every 60 seconds and will double in size every 6 minutes.
If you live in a rental, it is your landlord's responsibility to provide smoke detectors.
Smoke detectors are the landlord's responsibility. However, when it comes to fire safety, it is everybody's responsibility. Whether you're a child, whether you're an adult, it's a whole family effort. When you're dealing with a whole family effort, you also want to look at the battery changing of your smoke detectors. You need to change them every time you move the clocks forward or every time you move the clocks backwards.
If you have children, make sure they know and practice your safety plan. They should also know how to stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll is what you want to do if you're ever involved in a fire and your clothing catches on fire. The first thing you do is you stop moving, because when you're moving, you're actually feeding the fire and causing it to get larger and hotter. Next thing you do is drop on the ground and roll, because when you're rolling on the ground, you're smothering the fire and putting it out.
Children have a natural fascination with fire, and they are responsible for setting more than 40,000 fires nationwide every year. It's important that you instruct them about the dangers of playing with fire.
Playing with the matches, playing with lighters, that thing, electric sockets, that's part of, fire safety too. So kids, we got to really get them to see that, any type of fire that you get away from. And that's a lot of our training that we do overall, is that they always escape danger.
The Lima Fire Department has many programs in place to help you stay safe from fires. One of them is the survey teams.
This is a team of 2 individuals that actually go out into the community and offer what we call a courtesy survey. It's not really a fire inspection, it's a survey. They wear a fire department uniform, they have an ID, and what they're just trying to teach the residents if their house is fire safe. So again, they come to your door. Again, it's up to you whether you let them in. Once they come in, they'll look at things like your electrical situation, your furnace, smoke detectors tell you if you need to add a smoke detector, where they should be properly placed. The furnace and things like that need fixed. And what we found out over the years, some of the guys tease about, is kind of putting our guys out of a job. But because of this program, which has probably seen over 10, 12,000 people, that we've shown where our fires have went down in our area.
The department also presents fire safety programs in the schools and at Safety City.
Each year we teach, again, between 5,000 and 6,000 students, and probably another 1,000 to 2,000 other individuals through our neighborhood associations, our service clubs. So anyone that calls and wants a speaker on fire safety, we're glad to go out and talk to them.
First thing you gotta do is check it out and find out why our smoke detector is going off, okay? What's that? Fire! Fire! Let's go, let's go!
Wait, Inspector Chris! But if there's a fire, you can't panic.
The Youth Fire Prevention Program works with children who have set fires.
It's open for anybody. If you notice there's your children are becoming interested in fire, and they might start experimenting with matches or lighters. If you see that type of activity, that's a good time to contact us, and we can start the program. You get them before they start fires. But if the child does go beyond that and they do start fires, this program's for that too. About 90% of the kids that go all the way through the program don't have any fire-setting behavior after that. So it's a really good success rate.
The Lima Fire Department has 2 fire inspectors who check local businesses and organizations for safety problems and help them formulate safety plans.
If you can prevent things before they happen, it works out great. Part of that is educating the public. The other part of that is inspecting. But also preparation. You're going to have fires, no matter how well you try to prevent them, no matter what precautions you take. You're going to have fires. They happen everywhere in the country. A fire happens every 91 seconds. So you want to make sure that you're prepared, and in pre-planning a building, that's the best way to be prepared, and then just assuming the worst case scenario all the time. You can never be surprised.
Fires can be devastating and deadly, but with proper precautions, you can greatly increase your chances of preventing and surviving a fire.